Okay, we're going to try this again, and hopefully the internet will hold out. I've not been having good luck with this, that's why we did not live stream the last couple of episodes of Danganronpa 2. So let's see what happens here. So give me 1 second to get the stream set up on the backside, and we will continue. All right, shoutouts to Dueling Network Circle, and shoutouts to the Noble Knight Duelist Group. Formerly known as the Ignoble Lifestyle. Alright, do we have commentary now? I think we do. Alright, that's better. Alright, so Rebecca Hawkins should be easy enough to beat. She really doesn't have a concrete strategy for her deck, necessarily. It's basically just to use Shadow Ghoul, which is an awful monster that requires 1 tribute to bring out, with only 1600 attack, and then gains 100 attack for every monster in the graveyard. So I'm not even worried about that. But she used it in the anime, so it's whatever. So again, we have Morphing Jar in our opening hand, which is a card that was banned shortly after this game came out. But it allows us to basically recycle our hand and gain a crap ton of advantage. So if I go ahead and put this down, like if I set off my full back row and set that, we'll be fine, and maybe she won't be as lucky and she'll lose a lot of cards that are important to her. So let's go ahead and do that. Maybe we can even get out DD Survivor if she doesn't attack into it. I'm going to be constantly reminded forever about all this back row, though. Yeah, she didn't really do anything, so it's possible that could be something with high defense. I'm not especially worried about it. Let's go ahead and bring out DD Survivor. Because the difference between Morphing Jar and Hand Destruction, or Card Destruction, I'm sorry, is with Card Destruction you drew cards equal to how many you discarded. With Morphing Jar, you straight up draw 5. It is really abusive. So let's go ahead and replenish our hand. Wow, nice. We got Caius, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and activate Gold Sarcophagus. I can't really imagine what we would search for at this point. But let's go ahead and get something that we know we can get in 2 turns. Maybe we'll get a tuner. Let's go with Plague Spreader. Alright, so we'll attempt to attack whatever it is she has set there. Hopefully it's not anything, it's not like a 2000 defense wall or something like that. The hell? Okay, it was nothing, apparently. It had no defense. It gained attack equal to how many cards she had in her graveyard, but that's the general theme with her deck, and we may have impacted that a little bit by putting cards in her graveyard, but it's not enough for her to make a comeback at this point, because she there's no way she's getting past our back row. Oh great, she's getting back her life points with Marie the Fallen One. Alright, so is attacking with that. Let's go ahead and inflict that damage back to her. Now, what's the possibility that her back row could be bad? Probably. Actually, hell with it. Let's just let's just do this then. Needlebug Nest. That's aggravating. It's like Needle Worm, except it affects you instead of your opponent, which is, again, not really all that good, except for the fact that you. In this instance, it is fueling her strategy at least. She'll probably live for one more turn, and then that'll be it. I meant to set Torrential with Dose Tornado's effect, but I just forgot to. Not that we'll really use it right now, because our guys don't float. It's not going to serve us any benefit to Torrential our on board. Gain your 400 life points back. It doesn't do anything for you. Pyramid Turtle. So, I don't think she's going to attempt to crash with it. Looks like she is. Crash to get something stronger. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, she got out the Shadow Ghoul. She's attacking, so we're just going to shrink that. Gotcha, I guess. Do we get anything I care about? Nothing! What is that? Beast Warrior Puma. I don't even know. Yeah, we didn't get anything I care about. Nice. On to... let me see if I can get the chat pulled up one more time. Yeah, YouTube just does not want to even open for me right now. Maybe I can bring up the chat on my phone. Okay, so I have the chat pulled up on my phone, so hopefully that will suffice for us. Okay, so Walker, Michelle, thank you for tuning in. Hayden, I gave you a shout out in the last Bossera video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, the UI is kind of intrusive. Like, I've gotten used to it as of the more recent duels, but yeah, if you have a card that can be activated in any... What the hell? Okay, yeah, we're good. If you have a card that can be activated in any phase, it's going to keep reminding you in every single phase if you want to activate it. And it's honestly a good thing, because it's just making sure that you can actually take advantage of all those opportunities to use it. But it does get really annoying when you know that you're not going to activate Shrink during, like, your turn or something stupid like that, so... Alright, so we're going up against My Valentine here, who has the famous Harpy Lady deck. A very prolific character in the original season. She was sort of a antagonist character almost that served as a rival to Yugi and Joey mainly. And in the instance of Joey, actually kind of was his first victory in Season 1. where he basically caught her for cheating. And I don't know how she even stayed in the tournament after that, to be honest with you. She would mark her cards with a certain perfume so that she could smell the particular card she was about to draw before she would draw it, which is cheating. I don't know anybody that would ever try that in the real card game, and I doubt it would work because I'm sure all the smell would rub together when you are when you're actually playing. But it's an interesting concept. So it looks like she's going on the defensive. Harpy Ladies as an archetype, I'm sure because we're playing on the default difficulty, she does not have any decent cards really for this archetype, but in general, they do have some good support. They were previously a kind of underwhelming archetype, and they did get better. So, let's see. Michelle hates Mai, though. If she was here right now, she would tell you just how much she hates Mai, because in Season 3, the Waking the Dragons arc in the original Yu-Gi-Oh!, she did some pretty horrible stuff, and essentially betrayed her friends. Don't bring up the video on my phone while I'm looking at the chat. So we're going to use Summoner Monk, and we're going to get a monster from the deck. Really, we can get any of these. Maybe I'll get Breaker just to get rid of her back row, just in case it's something I care about. We can also make a rank 4 Exceed, but I don't have any rank 4s that I really care about right now. Let's go with... Oh, he doesn't get his effect because he wasn't normal summoned. I am an idiot. Good job. Alright, let's go ahead and battle then. I don't really care that much. So it looks like this version is... What the hell? This is the Amazonas deck that she's using right now, which she didn't use again until later in the series. So let's see. What can I make? I forgot what the rank 4s were. Sky Pegasus. Yeah, we probably will not be using that too much. So she stole our Kalut! She has all this hand advantage, and we don't have any, which is bad, but again, she has nothing on her board, and we're pretty well set up. She's going to bring out an Amazonas Fighter, which you take no battle damage involving. She's going to basically buff this. Hang on, so target on Amazonas. Okay, so she's basically going to buff this thing up and give it a lot of attack. So she's battling. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, what the hell? It still gains attack after the fact. That sucks. It gains 1,000 because of that. I should have known. It's only if it attacks a monster with higher attack. So if we battle it, it will still go through no problem. So let's go get our hand advantage back, just like we did in the previous duel with our absolutely broken, our broken morphing jar. Let's see. Not going to take any damage, so we'll just do a cheap shot and give her an extra 800 damage there. You know what's weird is that was actually a little bit awkward for me to look at visually, because I'm now used to Link monsters, where what I just did just now to make an Exceed in normal monster zones is not possible anymore. But this game was pre-Pendulums too, so we didn't have any of that crap. Amazon Swordswoman. If she battles me, I'll take the damage. Oh, that's not good. Let's flip that. And we're going to chain torrential that. Walker, I'm streaming directly through YouTube. I haven't actually... Per your recommendation, I didn't really use another outside app. I'm using the YouTube internalized streaming function. We managed to summon Beast King Barbaros without tributing and make him a 1900 beater, which is pretty broken when you have skill drain, because then he can be a 3000 beater you can normal summon without a tribute, which is pretty awesome. Because his effect will activate in the hand to get him on the field, and then skill drain will activate, and he will have 3000 attack again. Well, that sucks, so I guess we're going to play swords and attack her next turn. That's actually pretty good that her deck has a decent trap like Compulse. I probably will Dust Tornado that Amazonas card. Great. Well, you already set a card, so I'm not even worried about what that could be. What am I more worried about? Her back row or that Amazonas Fighting Spirit? I think I'm more worried about that, honestly, because that can... I'm not going to be able to do a lot of damage to her this turn, so let's summon that. Kunai with Chain. Just putting it in defense mode. Okay. Her deck is actually holding its own. This is really surprising to me. Amazonas Queen. Amazonas says cannot be destroyed by battle. Interesting. Well, I may have to just drop Gores on her. We're going to set Desquala and hope that she will burn herself by attacking it next turn. And maybe if she attacks over that with Queen and then hits us directly, I can just drop Gores. There's that vanilla Harpy lady. Yep, she's doing the thing. I'll take that 13. And we're going to summon Gores. I can honestly just crash the token into her Harpy lady and then attack over her Queen with... Back row, man. Tell you what, let's go summon Ryza. I hope I can tribute the token. I can, okay. Since I'm done playing around with your back row, I'm gonna send that back to the top of your deck. And now we can play. Oh, she took damage, but it wasn't destroyed by battle. Well, that sucks. Well, do I have another effect that can get that thing off the board? She may just crash into Ryza next turn, and that's not good. Let's see if we can search out some removal from the deck. I remember when Gold Sarcophagus was a prize card. That was, I can just banish it with Caius. That might be a good bet. Anything else I can do with it? Chaos Sorcerer. Yeah, let's do that. Is Chaos Sorcerer alive, though? Oh, Plague Spreader's in our hand. Chaos Sorcerer is alive. Nice. Okay, so I guess she's gonna crash into Ryza, which sucks, but at least we'll still have... No! Jerk! Bigger jerk. Perhaps it's time to employ something a little bit bigger. Stardust is going to be good to prevent against it being destroyed. But Slot Roller protects against spells and traps. Let's go with this then. Insert the English here. Michelle, you're going to go get ice cream? How dare you? Need to bring me some. Same. Mr. E, I agree. I've always liked Yu-Gi-Oh! More than Magic the Gathering as well. Even though... so there's something to be said for sure about the staying power of Magic. And there's just something about how the game was designed to where it was just very tenacious. And it has a much more dedicated, casual fan base, I feel like. Alright, we're getting our Chaos Sorcerer. So because Swords is still up, we can just get rid of that Queen with Chaos Sorcerer. Instead of using Smashing Ground, because that way we can keep that card in our hand and for a rainy day. Let's get rid of... let's get rid of Desk Wall. And definitely from the art standpoint as well. I feel like for years, people copied the art aesthetic of Magic the Gathering in a lot of like nerd pandering fantasy type stuff, and I just fell out of love with that aesthetic almost immediately. I think Blizzard is a big offender of this, where Blizzard has this almost same kind of aesthetic that I don't like. I feel like it's deliberately engineered to pander to nerds, which is fine, but you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Art style is really, really radically unique and different. And, you know, no two eras look the same. You know, a card from the original era versus a card from 5Ds like this, they just look so different. Let's see. Can't do anything yet, so go ahead. It's okay, we'll finish you off this turn. Another Queen. I'm fine with that because I can just sack armor it. She didn't attack, which is interesting. I could always Smashing Ground it and then attack for game. I think I'll do that. It's a little bit risky depending on what her back row is, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright. The Tyrant Neptune, that card is actually banned now because of a really degenerate OTK, and then a shiny black C. Okay. It's like Max C, but it's another type of C. I'm sure I'll never use it. Alright, so now we're going up against Yami Bakura, And he has the Destiny board deck, which is... I guess it's kind of annoying. He'll never get out all 5 pieces. Like, if he loses 1 piece, then that's it. He has no win condition, essentially. He does have some other nasty cards that we saw in the anime, but ultimately I'm not really worried about it. Right off the bat, he's recycling his hand, which I don't know if I care about that either. Not the best of hands. We can allure away this Mistral or whatever. Let's banish that. With Kalute. They're both tuners, right? Kalute is not a tuner. Let's do something a little... Well, actually, I can always Foolish a Blackwing to the graveyard. Yeah, let's... Yeah, hell with it. Let's do that. And then... summon that, and we'll be able to make a level 6 Synchro. Let's go make Blackwing Armwing, that way we can do piercing damage. Some good old problem-solving card text there when they added the word piercing damage instead of saying, inflict the difference as battle damage to your opponent's life points, like they used to say with cards like Fairy Meteor Crush and Big Bang Shot that did the same thing. Let's set that. Maybe we'll set Rush recklessly as well, just to... so it'll shut up for the rest of my turn, and then I'll have it just in case. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Nice. So the Cataville Omen, he gets to search out a trap card, which of course he's gonna sort out Destiny board, which is fine. I think he puts it on the top of his deck or something like that. Man, you don't have enough turns left to pull this one out, dude. Okay, there's Destiny board. You got the F and the I. You got the F. But he has no monsters on board and nothing, literally nothing to defend himself with, so. We can't kill him this turn, but we'll be able to kill him soon enough. Oh, you're a jerk. Wow, Battle Fader. Okay. Maybe we'll use Morphing Jar next turn. He's still basically going to take a direct attack from when I attack him with Battle Fader. Headless Knight. He's gonna try to attack me with 50 attack over. Yeah, we're not gonna put up with that. Well, because he set a card, he's not able to... Okay, whatever, it's gonna be game anyway. Let's trample that zero defense monster. Get wrecked. He got 3 of the pieces out. Again, if we had destroyed one, that would be it for him. Oh, cool, we got a Magician of Black Chaos. Jogging the Spiritualist, which is a really broken card that can negate special summons. There was a lockdown that was implemented with that, and a card that's banned. Night Day Greffer, we may use that eventually. I don't think so, but we'll see what happens. Alright, now on to Joey Wheeler and his Red Eyes Black Dragon deck. We're not going to break out the dragons until we get to the GX era. So this Joey deck is pretty true to the show, I guess you could say. The prize card, I guess, for winning is like Skull Dice, which is something we would never use. But yeah, he doesn't have like all the really high-end stuff we even care about. And in this day and age, this was before we even had, you know, any of the really good support for Red Eyes. So the worst thing he could play is like Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, which he doesn't even have. That's in the GX era, so I'm not really worried about anything he has. Why they saved him for last? Probably because why they saved him for the last tier is because he's a main character, which, you know, whatever, doesn't really faze us too much. What do we want? Let's go Chaos Sorcerer again. Hopefully we can make him live by the time we get him. Let's set that. And you can go, my dude. So he's attacking with Sasuke Samurai number 4. I think I'm just going to destroy it. That way I can just attack him directly next turn. Not a card that he's ever really seen using, but I guess it's the idea that he can a lot of his cards are based on chance and luck, and that's usually how he gets by. So we're just gonna, hopefully we'll bait out his back row and we'll swing at him right now, see if he has anything. Scapegoat, of course. Believe it or not, here in 2018, Scapegoat is actually really, really broken. And you wouldn't ever think that people would be using Scapegoat in a competitive sense, but they absolutely are. And is basically being used as a instant generic Link 4 Link monster, and or you can go through some other links and end up resulting in a big Link monster like Borlo Dragon or Skaryuja. What you got, Joey? Nothing? That's what I thought. Alright, I'm gonna keep Krebons out. I am gonna make a synchro. Ooh, or we could make Red Dragon Archfiend and destroy all of his back. Well, not really even worth it. Let's do this. Let's go battle phase. Yeah, attacking with Plague Spreader. I never thought you'd see that before, right? You're gonna give it more attack? Okay. I guess it does give it more defense, but it didn't give it enough. It only gave it 300, which is still weaker than Plague Spreader. The Time Wizard? You set Time Wizard? Why would you just use its effect, bro? It's like a 50-50 chance that you'll kill me or a 50-50 chance that you'll be ruined for the rest of the duel. Alright, so let's go ahead and make a Iron Chain Dragon. It knew the ones I wanted to use, too. Walker wants me to play Exodia. Exodia is inconsistent as hell. So I don't know that I would do that. Very, very early on in the game, they made it to where you could only play one copy of each piece of Exodia, and it's been like that literally for 16 years. Wow, more sheepies! More sheep tokens! Except they're lamb tokens. They're completely different. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Plague Spreader. He hasn't taken any damage yet, which is really aggravating. I'm kind of worried about him potentially just board wiping me, so I think what I'm going to do is just make Stardust just to be 100% safe. God, stop asking me about the stupid shrink. I like the icon for ending your turn. It's like an open palm that's like, "You may go, good sir. Best of luck to you. May you not die a miserable death." Panther Warrior, the single worst effect on a monster ever. You can't declare an attack unless you tribute a monster. He will literally never use this. I mean, even with Skill Drain, it wouldn't be good because there are generic vanilla 2000 attack monsters now. I guess at the time it was made, a 2000 attack vanilla monster was pretty much unheard of. Stop! I suppose I could have shrinked it just to get that card out of my hand. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. And I bet you we don't get anything I care about. Cool, Shining Flare Wingman. And then a 6 Samurai card that is not very practical to use. Alright, our final challenge in the Duel Monsters arc, which is going to be against Yugi Boy. Well, it's going to be against Yami Yugi specifically, which this particular variant of his deck is one that's focused on summoning Magician of Black Chaos, which could be bad, but I don't think we're going to run into any issues with it. We'll see what happens. And unlike the previous duels, we actually have to play a match against him. Which we're used to doing in the real card game anyway, so it's best 2 out of 3. Man, I miss being able to draw on your first turn before whatever that rule was that changed that. What do I want in 2 turns? Chaos Roaster again? Yeah, the hell with it. Alright, you may go. Maybe we'll Foolish Plague Spreader again. Makes sense, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can run over whatever he has. We can, it's a Magnet Warrior. Wow, a Karibo? Well, he lost some of his hand with that. We know that he can't play Karibos forever because he has to discard them out of his hand. You're gonna bring back Alpha the Magnet Warrior. Now what are you gonna do? Tribute it. For Summon Skull, nice. Well, I'll just smash and ground it next turn. I'm not even gonna use my Torrential. And your Call of the Haunted Floats. Awesome. Do I have a light target yet? I don't think I do. No. I don't want to activate its effect. I do not have a light in there yet. One thing I do like about Smash and Ground is it is specifically highest defense on your opponent's side of the field. So it's not like Fissure or Hammer Shot where you could potentially hit your own card. It doesn't work like that. So he's going to get the Alpha and the Summon Skull back to his hand. Nice. Well played. Well played, Yugi. I mean, Steel Cage is a terrible card. In fact, let's do this. Let's put that back, and then we'll summon out Plague Spreader. And now I can actually make Chaos Roaster. Alright, I hope I can get over whatever that is. Wow! I cannot get over that. It's a big shield Gardna. Well, it just moved itself to attack mode, so I guess I can get over it now. Nice, he milled Valkyrian the Magna Warrior, and he milled Dark Magician of Chaos. Or Magician of Black Chaos. Alright, we won the first duel, no side decking involved, obviously. So, on to the second one. And hopefully the last. That's a great opening hand. Wow. No reason to set these two right now because we don't know what he has. or what he will put out on his first turn. We don't want to lose our hand advantage, although things like hand advantage don't really work necessarily. Oh, he's bringing out the big boy, which is going to cost him either his normal summon or... Oh, he could just send another copy of it from his hand. I thought about doing that back in the day with a certain ritual deck. Well, thanks for putting all your resources into that. Great. Okay, cool. So, with Heart of the Underdog, every time he draws a normal monster, he can draw another card. I'm going to get rid of that. There were some pretty abusive FTKs and stuff for that, too. Alright, do I want to shrink his Magnet Warrior and attack him directly? I can. This one's a tuner, so I can just do that. Yeah, let me save Shrink in case I need it. It might be better to make it in the long run. Because as soon as he goes on the defensive, we'll just start piercing him. I was going to make Iron Chain Dragon and have him mill some of his deck, but I really don't think that would hurt him all that much. I mean, he's top decking at this point, so it's whatever. Alright, do your best. Hopefully the heart of the cards will not betray you. That's it? Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to pierce over him then. Yeah, Blackwings were one of the most tenacious archetypes ever introduced in the game. They saw so much play for years in so many different formats, and I always had to be the one on the receiving end fighting against them. I never had a Blackwing deck or played any Blackwings. And they had pretty simple game mechanics, honestly. It might have been a good deck for me to have invested in back then. Alright, we're going to gain the attack bonus and do piercing, which is nice. Even just recently, in this most recent format, there was a Blackwing card that affected the Forbidden Limited list with Gofu, the Vague Shadow, that got banned because he was apparently really abusive. I never had to face Gofu, though. Yeah, I was pretty much out of the game from summer of last year until now because of Link Monsters and the way the format changed and everything, and now I'm back into it, and I gotta say I'm loving it. The format we have right now, the February 2018 through probably May of 2018 format, is actually awesome. I really, really like it. Instead of having about 2 or 3 decks that are topping every event, you have about 9 or 10 different decks that are topping every event. And there's just so much variety. It's really healthy. There's only one degenerate OTK that needs to be gotten rid of, and they can get rid of that by just banning Nightingale. And other than that, I don't really feel like all that much needs to be hit right now. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure you have your own opinion as to what should be hit on the ban list. I think everybody has their own opinion of that. One thing I hate doing is... I just hate, like, prediction, like, speculation videos in general. So I hate when people try to do, like, I'm gonna predict what's gonna happen on the ban list. And it just becomes this meme thing where it's like, Stratos is gonna come back. And obviously, this person has never played Heroes in their life. They just say that because it's a meme. Stratos is banned in this game, but in 5D's Decade Duels, he is legal. So maybe we'll play that, and we'll play with Stratos a little bit. Sorry, I've been doing commentary all day. Oh, wow, Giant Soldier Stone. We couldn't have killed that with Neos, but thankfully I was trying to take advantage of the trample anyway, so... And that's it. Yeah, my voice is a little bit weak because I've been doing commentary all day for Basra 3. Finally finished it. It's finally done. Alright, what do we get? Nothing I care about. Oh, Change of Heart, which is banned, so we can't use it. And then a Celestial Wolf. Blue Sirius, which is a level 6 synchro. It's a generic level 6 synchro. Effect is not that good. Alright, so we managed to finish the entire tournament for the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters series. We finished all 4 tiers, all 20 opponents, I guess, and now we're moving on to GX. So that's probably going to be it for this stream. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and I'll see you guys next time with GX, where we're going to go into the first tier, and we're going to fight... oh dear, Chumley. What a exciting duel that will be. Also, why the hell is Zane in the first tier? Like, he should be, like, in the final tier. Who the hell's in the final tier? Just swap out Zane and Cyrus. Like, who made this awful mistake? Like, why are you here? Okay, whatever. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.